谢谢周会长。下面有请国际管理咨询协会理事会主席尼古拉斯·沃恩先生致辞，大家欢迎。
Distinguished guests, fellow consultants, esteemed sponsor, and respected colleagues from around the world. Welcome to the ICMCI annual conference here in Shanghai. It's a true pleasure to open this gathering in one of the world's most dynamic cities, a place where transformation meets tradition, and where consulting has become a vital force for progress. Whether you've traveled across continents or from nearby provinces, or maybe you've joined us online, your presence here today affirms the strength and the relevance of our global community. Thank you for being part of this moment. As chair of ICMCI, I'm honored to stand before you, not just to open a conference, but to celebrate a movement of professionals committed to excellence, ethics, and impact. A movement that spans over 80 countries, thousands of consultants, and countless client engagement. Being here in Shanghai is especially meaningful. China's consulting sector is growing rapidly, and our values in ICMCI of competence, transparency, and continuous improvement are finding fertile ground here. This is a place where the future of consulting is being shaped, and ICMCI is proud to be leading that journey. Let me begin with thanks to our hosts, the China Enterprise Confederation, for your efficient organization and warm hospitality here. To K-Mine Consulting, our sponsor, for your visionary partnership and commitment to advancing consulting excellence. And to our ICMCI Secretariat. Thank you for your tireless work behind the scenes. Your dedication ensures that our global machinery runs smoothly and our mission stays on course. This year's theme, Digital Intelligence Leads the Future, Consulting Promotes Management Innovation and Sustainable Development, could not be more timely. We gather here not just to reflect, but to reimagine, to explore how our profession can adapt intelligently, act ethically, and lead with agility in a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. The VUCA world as we know it. Over the next days, we aim to share insights across borders and sectors, to showcase innovation in consulting practice, to strengthen our global standards and ethical frameworks, to empower the next generation of consultants, and to reaffirm our collective purpose, serve clients, communities, and society with competence and conscience. We have reached a time where our profession is undergoing some fundamental changes. Let us take a moment to consider the forces that are reshaping our profession. Globalization is no longer just about scale, It's about interdependence. Consultants must navigate geopolitical shifts, supply chain fragility, and cultural nuance with strategic foresight. Artificial intelligence is not just a tool that consultants may use, it's a tectonic shift which brings both good and bad. Many of us are finding great benefit in the use of AI to aid us in our business. On the other hand, this month, one of the big four consultancies announced it would begin making staff redundant if they didn't have the AI capabilities the firm needs. Sustainability is now central to our work. Environmental, social, and governance goals, ESG, are not a checkbox, they're a mindset. Consultants must help clients embed sustainability into strategy, operations, and culture. And we must walk the talk ourselves. Ethics matter more than ever now. In an age of misinformation, self-interest, and short-termism, our ethical compass is our differentiator. In this respect, our ICMCI Code of Conduct is not just a guideline, it's a promise to uphold integrity, confidentiality, public interest. The VUCA world, that is a world of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, is not just a challenge, actually it's an invitation to us. An invitation to lead with clarity, courage, and creativity. Let me talk now briefly about the existential crisis in the management consulting industry. Our colleagues in the Big Four accountancy, so-called accountancy consultancies, and the Big Three so-called pure consultants. There is a crisis taking place in that area. And the opportunity that it gives us in management consulting. I want to make it clear that I make no criticism here of our colleagues in the consulting industry, much of which does incredibly valuable work for government, commerce, and industry. But this is simply a statement of fact about how the disruptors are now being disrupted. Quoting from recent articles in the UK Observer newspaper and business magazine Management Today about what's happening to and within the consulting industry. Plainly speaking, the largest management consultancies are facing an existential crisis. Politics in the UK, in the US, are disrupting the global activity of business and commerce, especially in the consulting world. Scandals surrounding some of the Big Four are damaging our profession. Without naming any names or what's going on, we are all aware of the situation that is happening. It used to be said that no one got fired from hiring McKinsey. Now buyers are more reluctant. The UK government, where I come from, has pledged to slash its consultancy spending by £1.2 billion. Graduate hiring at the Big Four consultancies is down by 44%. Corporate clients are cutting back on their consultancy spending. Most importantly and alarmingly, trust in consultancy is being eroded. Yet this is not the end of consulting. It is the beginning of something different, the beginning of something better. The consultancy sector is more than the Big Three and the Big Four. Just behind them is a vibrant ecosystem of challenger firms, independents, and specialists. many of whom are part of our ICMCI community. And to them and to you, I say, this is our moment. Clients are demanding more transparency, more accountability, more skin in the game. They want consultants who listen, co-create, and build capability, not just deliver reports and invoices. They want outcome, not overhead. This is where smaller firms and independents can shine. We can move faster. We can be what the giants are not. We can offer partnership, empathy, authenticity, and creativity. We can build trust, not just sell framework. But success will not come just from showing what we are not. It will come from showing who we are, our ethos, our way of working, our commitment to something beyond the fee. So how to respond to the changing environment with all its challenges and reshaping forces? As consultants, we must take a lesson from nature and be like the dragonfly that has the ability to pivot in midair, see in multiple directions, and move with precision, agility, and grace. Intelligent agility must be our flight path. Intelligent agility is not reactive. It means strategic foresight, spotting the weak signals that signpost the future. Adaptive strategy, shifting direction without losing momentum. Predictive execution, anticipating the future state and acting proactively. And a resilient culture, organizational balance anchored by values and purpose. And what can underpin these values and purpose of our resilient culture? Of course, the standards and the codes of excellence as expressed in our Certified Management Consultant designation, CMC. When clients engage a CMC, they're not just hiring a professional, they're investing in a globally recognized standard of excellence. For major consultancy buyers, the CMC means proven competence, ethical leadership, and ISO 20700 aligned, robust process delivery. It's a mark of confidence. For governments and public institutions, the CMC offers transparency, accountability, and citizen-centric consulting. It's a commitment to the public good. For international funding organizations, the CMC ensures fiduciary integrity, sustainability, and alignment with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. It's a pathway to inclusive development. For our colleagues in the large firms of the consulting industry, the CMC will strengthen brand integrity, deliver consistency and global collaboration. It will give strategic advantage. It will reverse the current trend. And for individual consultants and aspiring professionals, the CMC is a launchpad, a way to grow with purpose, lead with impact, and join a global community of excellence. In short, the CMC is not just a credential, it's a promise of competence, conscience, and consulting that matters and adds true value. Friends, this conference is more than an event. It can be a milestone, a moment to renew our commitment to the consulting profession and to each other. Let us use this time to learn, to challenge, to connect. Let us celebrate our diversity, but at the same time deepen our unity. Let us leave Shanghai not just inspired, but equipped to lead with competence, to act with conscience, and to fly with intelligent agility. To our hosts, our sponsor, our speakers, and each of you, thank you for being part of the journey. Let the ICMCI conference begin and be the milestone we want it to be. So I say thank you to you all. 谢谢你们。